So thinking back now, I can hear the chaotic strumming of the guitar and my dad singing some nonsense song that he was making up at the moment, accompanied by me and my sister giggling and laughing and smiling, and my dog barking at nothing like a maniac because he didn't know what was going on. And that's some of my happiest memories. The instrument being played is an acoustic guitar. And this particular acoustic guitar played the music of my childhood and made up a large portion of the culture I knew. And this culture is really specific to my family and my family dynamic, so only 3 people really know it, but it was a really large part of my identity. Today we will look at the journey this guitar has been on, some of the music that's been played on it, and the way that it tied my family together. So this guitar has been on quite the journey. According to ConnollyMusic.com, the guitar was born in any one of the regions in the ancient world, stretching from Greece to Persia. Perhaps it was born in all of them. And the origin of this particular guitar is similarly unknown. My uncle bought it for my dad as a gift from a pawn shop, and my dad kept it until the day he died. Ever since then, the guitar has been passed around between family members on a journey of its own. And like I mentioned before, there's no way to really know the origin of this guitar before my dad got it. But we knew that it was an old guitar when he got it because of the obvious wear, and there was a big old crack in the middle of it. After his passing, the guitar stayed with my uncle for a little while being played very little while my uncle mourned. Then it was brought to my aunt's and cousin's house where my mom and sister and I were staying, and it was played by various members of the 10-person family that we made up at the time. And then it was taken to my mom's apartment complex, unplayed for months as I tried to gain the confidence to play it myself. Then it went back to my aunt's house for a few months, and then eventually it came to my new house where I played. So as you can see, this guitar has been through kind of a lot. And as you might expect, it's also played a lot of music. Now we're going to talk about some of the music that it's played. According to NorthCarolinaHealth.com, laughter and music both increase your heart health. With its music, that's exactly what this guitar does. The most common music played on this guitar has been the chaotic, random strumming and singing that I talked about earlier. This is where the person playing the guitar strums a random tune and sings about what everyone else is doing. And it causes a lot of laughter and a lot of smiles, and it's something that my family all participates in. It used to be that just my dad did this. Just my dad played the guitar this way, but after he died, I eventually saw every one of my family members who touched the guitar play it that way at least once. It was certainly a tradition for my dad to play it that way, and it became a tradition for the rest of my family to play it that way too. The song I can remember most vividly that my dad played was The House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. But my dad also played Bob Marley and the Beatles and Sublime, and those were all of his favorite songs and my mom's favorite songs, and now they're my favorite songs too because I grew up listening to them. These songs were such a major part of my childhood. My mom, my dad, and my sister all know and love them. Hearing my dad play the guitar was actually how I learned to love music, because I didn't before. He taught us that music could be silly or funny or beautiful or random or expressive. And he tried to teach us that music brings people closer together. As my sister learns other people's favorite songs just so that she can sing it with them. And as my mom plays music all the time, and as I genuinely love music where I didn't think I would before, I'm realizing that he really succeeded in that. The music this guitar played did so much more than just play. It taught us things and created culture in my family, real culture. This guitar did a lot to make my family feel closer together. This guitar had a tendency to bring my family together in the most spectacular way. University of Oxford News stated that research has shown that the making of this can be beneficial for people in a number of ways, including creating a sense of control in their own lives and in establishing connections with others. Family events and family events with music are two completely different things. If you can think of that feeling when you're in the car with someone that you love and you're playing a song that you both like and you turn it up all the way high and then you both sing as loud as you can, that's what it felt like when my family played music together, and it was the most amazing thing. My dad was the only person in my immediate family who played music, but my uncles and my aunt and my grandfathers all have an amazing talent for playing music. They would gather together with each other, with my dad, and they would play music, and it was always really, really beautiful. And it didn't really matter if it was good or bad music either. It's the joy that they exuded when they were playing these songs was just beautiful. This is how my family connects to one another, through music. We play music and dance together and sing songs in the car. Every single one of us loves turning the music all the way up. The most special connections happen when our family actually creates the music together, though. So there are times when my family members get together purely to learn to play each other's favorite songs, and times when we gather around to listen to someone play whatever they can think of, and times when someone picks up the guitar and strums randomly, just 'cause. All of these have brought my family closer together than imaginable. Music, and this guitar in particular, have been a big impact on bringing my family together. As you can see, this guitar has had a big impact on myself and my family and the way that we see the world. We've talked about this guitar's life story, the beautiful music that it played, bringing smiles to everybody, and the way that this guitar has made my family ties to each other so much stronger. This guitar has done a lot to help shape who I am as a person, and because of it, I definitely view the world differently, with a different appreciation for music than what I would have had otherwise. And my family identity can largely be traced back to the music that we love and the instruments that we play. Music can be an amazing group event, and if you're looking to draw your family together in a similar fashion to how mine was, maybe all you need to do is pick up a guitar and start strumming. Also, I apologize for any background noise. I really could not find a better place to videotape.